Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I hope that you're doing well and having a great stay out there. Good morning. Today we're going to listen to some Joy Division. We're going to listen to this track, Dead Souls. This is not off of an album. This was, looking at it right now, a song by them. The track was recorded in late 1979 during the same sessions as Atmosphere. Like I said, not off of an album, but it has been put onto some compilations, especially this one here called Substance. We're listening to this track because it was suggested and sponsored by Shane. Shane, thank you so much for this recommendation. Really appreciate the support as well. And this had also been recommended and suggested. Let's see, David Emery, I believe that you mentioned this track here. Test Tube Accident, I gotcha. Sir Rub-a-Dub-Dub. Stay in that tub. Michael Capewell, American Idiot. I almost said the first word of your name. Not saying that. Music Droog, and I Just Need Myself. So thank you guys so much for the recommendations. Thank you for the suggestion. It's been a while since we've listened to Joy Division or anyone or anything related to Joy Division. So let's go ahead and dive into this track. Of course, we'll discuss it a little bit after. Here we go. I like the bass tone. I love a long instrumental build-up like this. Just get yourself into the scene. There's definitely a little bit of a lo-fi sound to the guitars in the mix. I like how the guitar seemed to get more frantic as he called out even harder there. love when the bass stands out like that. I felt like that was a sort of lo-fi constant build-up, and barrage is maybe a too strong of a word, but it felt like there was this constant energy of chaos in here. I would say primarily because of the guitar and the ways that the drums were played. The drums, the way that they were played on the toms was kind of like luring us into a trance. And then the guitar was like this kind of constant elevating tension that in the beginning kind of started off like, it has the same sound really throughout and the same movement for the most part. But in the beginning, it felt like it was a little bit more simple, a little bit more maybe static. And then as the track moved on, especially when Curtis comes in and just adds a certain descent into the music, like it sounded like it was becoming more chaotic and frantic, but still keeping it contained, still like stately. It's not like it ever exploded into anything or anything like that or climaxed anywhere in that regard, but it felt like it was just this constant buildup of tension. It felt like a good horror movie, like a good horror movie in which there's not necessarily like a moment where there's like a jump scare or the whole like there's a tonal shift in the movie. It's just like this constant elevation and this constant kind of claustrophobia, and eventually it sets in and you realize, oh, this isn't good. Like, I'm going to take an aside for a second. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen the movie Wreck, R-E-C. It's like early 2000s or so. They made an American remake. But like it's basically a zombie film, I guess you could say. But it all takes place in an apartment. It's a handheld footage, one of those kind of movies. And a long time ago when it came out, I actually wrote a paper on it because I was writing how the movie does a great job of, in the beginning, even when you get the emergency call, you go to the apartment and the outbreak happens in the apartment and they quarantine the apartment so that everything's stuck in there, and the horror movie takes place all in the apartment. In the beginning, none of the tenants can get out or anything. The rooms are well lit. All of the tenants are together, so there's a sense of safety in numbers. And even though a few things happen that, of course, raise some questions, you as the audience and the watcher get that sense of safety. Let me make this quick because I'm getting offline or off base here. But little by little, the lights go out. Okay, now there's no power. Tenants start disappearing. You're losing numbers, and so on and so forth. There's this gradual escalation. I'm bringing this all back. I think the way that the music does something very similar here from Joy Division, especially from the guitar, the way that eventually it starts to become, I think, a little bit more distorted, a little bit more chaotic. Not to an nth degree where it gets crazy, but there's just this little sense of something. And as Ian sings out, even in the end, he sings out just a little harder, kind of sending us off. I think that it's this constant, gradual elevation there that really makes this, kind of interesting. But there's also a kind of lighter atmosphere to this track. I don't think that it's so heavy, dark, or morose. There is, of course, shadows and shades of that. But I think that the guitar also kind of adds a light. I would say the bass playing, especially from Hook, really adds a lot of that warm melody. So yeah, the guitar kind of has this phrase sound, but the bass kind of pulls it and holds it together. Drums hypnotize, Ian cries out, and you get a complete package sonically. And the whole track kind of has a very lo-fi-ish kind of production to it. Not as polished as, their albums. Someone take these dreams away that point me to another day. A duel of personalities that stretch all true realities. That keep calling me, they keep calling me, keep on calling me. Where figures from the past stand tall and mocking voices ring the halls. Imperialistic house of prayer, conquistadors who took their share. They keep calling me, calling me. They keep calling me, they keep calling me. And of course, in these last parts, he definitely exclaims that a little bit harder. So, Dead Souls. Point me to another day. Of personalities to stretch all true realities. Like he's feeling conflicted in his own mind. His duel of personalities. He's feeling two sorts of different ways, and they're conflicting with one another. These dead souls keep calling him. Who are they? Where figures from the past stand tall and mocking voices ring the halls. Is this all in his mind, the halls of his mind? Imperialistic house of prayer. As in it's reaching out, it's imperialistic. It has an imperialistic personality, trying to take and take over. Conquistadors who took their share. It's all about taking over. They keep calling me. Does he feel like these voices from the past, these dead souls, are calling to him, taking him over, and dueling his personality? A war between his personality and whoever he thinks these dead souls of the past represent in their imperialistic ways. Centered on a circular bass line by Hook that had significant influence on Gothic rock, the song was named by Curtis after Nikolai Gogol's 42 novel Dead Souls. The song contains a lengthy intro. The track was recorded in 1979. After Ian Curtis's suicide and Joy Division's disbandment, this appeared on compilations. It's become one of their most critically acclaimed songs as well. Let's see. Bassist Peter Hook recalled, he'd never danced in rehearsals. He just started doing it when we were playing. We used to do a long build-up in Dead Souls because we felt it was a great way of sizing up the audience and building up tension. He was on stage from the start, doing the dance, freaking people out. It was recorded during a 3-day session, and they also produced Atmosphere, one of the band's early songs. Morris contended that Dead Souls and Atmosphere were the most accomplished and sophisticated recordings the band had completed to that point. Bernard Summer commented that he loved the feel of the song as well. And so on and so forth it goes, and Nine Inch Nails had also covered this track as well. Let me know what you all thought of the track, of course, in the comments down below. Once again, Shane, thank you so much for the recommendation and for the support, and all of you others as well who recommended this track. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Come back tomorrow. And hey, one of the stray cats outside is just walking. And I think he hears my voice because he just sat down and he's just looking over here. So cute. There's 3 cats that just hang out outside. I call one Ginger. She's orange and white. She's the most friendly. Then there's this one, who I call Cookie. He's black, orange, and white. He's a little more scared. He just kind of runs away. And the third one, I don't have a name for yet because it just started appearing recently. Has this incredibly scratchy voice, but really, really friendly as well. Okay, you don't need to hear about the cats. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.